Do migrants steal social housing meant for British people? The tale is often repeated that people born overseas come to Britain and skip the social housing queue. Is it true? Firstly, one fact that sounds surprising is that nearly half of all social housing in London is occupied by people who weren't actually born here. But in reality, about half of all households in London are occupied by people who weren't born here anyway. In other words, people born overseas are no more likely to be in social housing than those who are born in Britain. But the second interesting fact is that if we take a look at those people who are in social housing and born overseas, most of them came here years ago, in the 2000s, the 90s, the 80s, even earlier in some cases. Many of those people will be British, they will have citizenship and access to other rights. In fact, the share of new arrivals to Britain, that's people who arrived here in the last 5 years, who are in social housing now, is tiny. This makes sense. When new migrants come to Britain under work and study visas, they don't have access to public funds and therefore won't be eligible for social housing benefits. But that doesn't mean that Britain's social housing is immune from the pressures of a lot more refugee arrivals. They may not all have priority over those who were born here, but some do. To find out more, visit thetimes.com.